Welcome. Welcome. How are you? How's it going? Welcome. Although these messages are timeless, we are in super moon, blood moon, lunar energies, and I want to highlight that because it's important, right? Yeah, it's important. How are you? Heart chakra on blast. Aries energy. Heart chakra on blast. Aries energy. Heart chakra on blast, and it's card number 4. Aries energy. And look at the way I'm holding the cards. Another card is showing itself as this element of spirit. Heart chakra. Aries energy. Element of spirit. Super, Luna, blood, moon, Scorpionic, Sagittarius energy. Pluto, retro. No, yeah, Pluto? I don't even know. Mercury, retro? Sure. Are these things always happening simultaneously at any given multi-dimensional moment? Absolutely. Which moment of space, time continuum will you stay in or continue to flow? Heart chakra, Aries energy, elements of spirit. So 4, grounding. Ooh. So something within our heart chakra space is activated or being activated or is activating or is already illuminating. Be that Taurus, Ram energy, fire, passion. So it's like igniting and taking action. So it's like I see the Knight of Wands energy, right? Like discovering a hidden talent that you feel now comfortable in and taking charge. Or finally admitting to yourself how you feel about someone, right? Or something, and then taking off on the horse to go charge off and share how you feel, right? Element of spirit. Then right underneath, because I'm moving, it says Taurus, Aries, Taurus kind of energy. So maybe even something that, right, because we got full moon cultivating. And we can look at it as whatever you have put into existence, my dear, right? Full bloom, full moon bloom time. We shall have it magnified, manifest, because you co-create with your universe. You do yourself best, right? So maybe, like, if we're looking at this literally, right? I like to look at things multi-dimensionally, and so I'm just gonna go with whatever flow-tastic, gasmic is going to speak itself into create your existence, right? Let's say during this season, Aries Taurus season, like a new moon area of time, of space, right? It's collective. Maybe you made a commitment, or you did something, or you set something into motion. And here we come. A super, a lunar, a bloody moon, Chokure in Uranus. Ooh, I'm not even meaning to see it in the Aries again over here, right? Chokure Uranus. Huh. I want to see what that means. Right? Chokure. I don't know, but it's chokure. Chokumi. Oh, kinky. Stop it. We're not talking about those things at this moment in time. Chokumi? No. Chokure. Chokure. Page 71, number 8, right? 7, 8. 7 plus 1 is 8. Right? Chokure. Considered to be the first base symbol in Reiki work, Chokure is also referred to as the power symbol. It is a symbol given in the first degree, level 1 of Reiki, right? Translated, it means roughly, put all the powers of the universe here. Ah, my dear. It's like, see, I can relate in terms of navigate, right? It's like placing my hands on someone and just knowing where to go and what to do and where to move and how to touch and where to touch and where to go and what do you know, right? It's this navigation system, right? First degree. Translated, it means roughly put all the powers of the universe here. So something that you have put into motion here, right? Is most often drawn by the practitioner's own hands on each of his or her palms before performing a treatment, right? Reiki fire. Chokure resonates strength and endurance simply by being spoken. When its energy appears in your reading, you are being asked to focus on and maintain your own personal power in order to unblock the obstacles that currently stand in your way. Remember that obstacles are necessary in order for us to learn, grow, and develop. Chokurei's energy as the power symbol can assist on the physical level, right? By helping you to seize your own inner strength. Isn't that like a little musical note too? Music lifts us up. Be mindful about the kind and type of music you listen to at this time when you're using it to uplift yourself at this time, right? To seize your own inner strength and maintain it to push you forward. Endure and ultimately, right, strength and maintain it to push forward, endure, and ultimately break through the blockages of the mundane. So on a mundane level, right, your heart is being open. It's like, it's being broken open. Hold on. Okay. So like as I'm looking at this too, it reminds me of piano class, right? So I used to play the piano. I still could play. Remember I played, right? But so I used to actively play the piano. And I taught myself because my grandmother had a keyboard when I was growing up. And then when I was in high school, I took piano. And I learned proper placements and the real way to play the piano. But I already had my fixed way of learning of how to play the piano. And plus I'm lefty, you know? So I do things differently. Either way, the musical notes, you see, But here with the labyrinth, right? And labyrinths symbolic of our center, of the place, the journey to our center, Om, our inner Om, right? But it reminds me like of a musical note with the circle and then this, right? I forget the names. Don't ask me now, I'm not in music class. But whatever, right? I used to make mine pretty. And when you write music, right? Either way, so it's like the journey to the center of you, because you are the musical melody. Do you know what I mean? So what musical melody, what power are you emanating? Are you energizing? Are you playing? What musical notes are you playing from the journey that you are on from your center of your space? Right? And certain things being illuminated. See, I had shuffled prior to hitting record the budget oracle, and the card that came out before I hit record, and I wasn't gonna share it here. It was just whatever. It was just a message for me. It was open your heart to the highest expression of love, you cute little shit. And I was like, oh, thank you. Open your heart to the highest expression of love, you cute little shit, right? I was like, but here we go, right? And you have the supermoon, lunar blood, right? Bringing lots of things to the surface. Activations here. If you watched my video from, was it today? No, or yesterday or whatever, my last video, I spoke about the energies, the astrological energies, like, that are influencing our ethers, right? And just how that is and how that be and what can be coming up with a lot of things, right? A lot of like past things. It's like the quote, right? A lot of people may have once known the old version of me, but this new updated version or whatever version that this is, right? They don't know, right? But you got these people or these people, places, or things, right? Something's coming up, right? That is being illuminated too. That's from once upon a time ago. That may no longer apply. So what musical remedy do you sing, create, write for your own life at this time from your center? So it could be like you go through mad shit in life, right? And now it's like the cultivation of all of that. Like, did you learn, or are we gonna have to burn again, right? So it's like, what did I grab from my center, that space, right? That peace, like, it's, I don't wanna name it for you. Everybody's different, right? But overall energy of being centered is balanced. What you do with that is music. It's harmony. It's power, right? Cho-ku-rei. Power. Cho-ku-rei. 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 I'm powerful, right? I am powerful. Then you have that Aries illumination energy. I'm powerful and I know it. Wham! Activating every action needing to take to chokure, right? In some kind of way. So something's being illuminated today here. But you know, whenever it does, and whenever it is for you. But things are resonating. Things are coming into full circle, right? Ouroboros. I'm telling you, I have videos that Spirit has me watching some of my old videos back from, like, I don't know, the years. I was not allowed through this whole entire journey, as much as I wanted, to delete a lot of stuff and just like, we don't need to show that anymore, right? I wasn't allowed to. There's a lot of videos that I did on one of my own little rampages, like put on private, because I was just like, no more people seeing those, right? I'm sure I'm gonna have to go through a lot of those and release, right? But whatever. I'm there yet, nor am I stuck there either. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just not important at this moment in time, because what needs to show does show. And so I have come across like videos that I created back when I was like still working 9 to 5. Right? And the transition, right, of that growth to be able to play it back, right, of just my own transitioning, my transformations and things like that. It allows me to document and see in such a way, right? So what's the whole point of that? Hold up, guys. Okay, hold up. Oh my. It's like Spirit Black Mirror, wasn't it? Holy crapola. Okay. I don't think I paused it. Whatever. Regroup. That's all you have to do is just breathe. Get back to the center of your universe. You know what I mean? There's no pressure here unless the one you make for yourself. Some of us operate good off of adrenaline pressure. Like me, I used to save all my papers and all my important things I needed to do for the last minute, and then I did an excellent motherfucking thing at the last minute. All the energy went into that A paper. Right? Like, tomorrow, 10 papers. Did them all. Well, science projects, all those kind of things. The night before, come out with a stunning masterpiece. Like, I don't know what I did. Must have had it in my mind. Just didn't get to it. Right? So you just regroup. It's needed, right? And plus, it's late. It's very, very, very late. And I have to get to bed too, because I have a long happy birthday day with my daughter today, because it's already after midnight, way after midnight, and we gotta be up early. But I was supposed to record a long time ago, and this is the time that I was able to get to it, and so I want to get to it. You know what I mean? Because we get shit done here. So you just regroup, right? There's no expectation of you of how to do anything that you do when you do what you do, right? Unless you make it so for yourself. And I'm not gonna do that to myself anymore. Like, oh, I have high, like, you know, like we say, oh, you should have a high expectation too. Like, that's all. Thank you, Spirit. It may not apply for everybody, but it's gonna apply. And take it as it resonates, and know that this is collective, and so take with it in the pieces that you will. It's okay? Okay. Whatever standard of high expectations of how you think you should be or act or navigate or even heal or handle or do certain kind of things or be hard on yourself, that's being illuminated now too during this super lunar kind of event kind of thing, right? It's making you be triggered to see your harsh reality. Oh, if that makes any sense. Doesn't mean anything's bad or anything like that. This is just cultivating what you've been working on and whatever you're doing. And I'm always going to speak from the most highest of octaves of selves for us to be activated, operating from our divine love and alchemy, right? And self-love alchemy and consciousness that we meet on least, even if we lead different lives and have different paths and believe in different things, the evolution is real, right? And so take with that, whatever, right? What was I saying? Oh, wait, loosening up, right? That's not what I was saying, but either way, but being so hard ass on ourselves about the state of level of this distorted illusion of perfection of what you're supposed to appear like, right? It's like being embarrassed because you fell one day because you tripped down the stairs. Like, dude, shit happens, right? It's like me not coming outside after getting punched in the face by some dude and people saw that. I'm humiliated. Come outside. You face that shit, right? So there's a lot of things you're being asked to, in a healthy state of mind, body, heart, and soul, because you've been doing the work, is to face certain things that are uncomfortable that maybe once upon a time ago when you were not healthy or in the right state of mind to deal with, you brushed it under the carpet and have yet to fully transform it. And so this time, even though it's a great time for celebration and a whole bunch of other things and stuff like that, growth is an opportunity. You want it, right? So what musical symphony are you creating from your center that's coming from your freaking heart space? Ooh, spirit talk, because that is being activated through your crown chakra blast, right? Here we go, right? Because your awareness to others' attacks against your divine being is your power. So people only do what you allow. And if you know what the fuck you doing allowing, I don't allow that shit. Stop it. Come to my face. Try. That way. No, you wouldn't. Pussy. Right? I see. I share. So you act in accordance to your alchemy of truth in every kind of way. You can't fudge with me in that kind of way. Crown activate, you can try. But you're just polluting your own bonds. And then what's spirit gonna do with you next time? Like stimulate. So I don't even want to entertain. You be on your own activate. I'm gonna fire the crown. Hi. Mars energy. So some combative energies that might feel like you want to get into an argument for real, or you got something to say, but understand that's an old paradigm. You're not in that mind state of old way of navigating. So if you can't speak clearly from here from a healthy space, that's not gonna misalign you. It'd be quick. Neptune. sometimes too, right? So what could be coming up too? What could be coming up too is PTSD, imaginings, because I hear that with Neptune coming up in that kind of way. Neptunian energies. Without, I'll read it from the book and all this kind of stuff, but like just like what I hear, I think of Neptune, right? Uncle Neptune, right? Uncle Neptune in the water next to Pluto, with lots of happenings. So it's like everything that exists. And if you're an empath, right, or just highly sensitive, or whatever the case may be, and tapped in energetically, just pay attention, right, to see, to note, to know, to be aware, right? It's like knowing this about yourself and your ability to tap in and know what's going on around you consciously, but to still choose to absorb that awareness that's a power of yours, as though you have to endure or take in the effects of being able to see that. Like, it's like seeing someone cough and you're coughing too. Someone, like, right? So it's like taking on what you're seeing, like an empath, like being in a room with people that are sad and feeling sad too, because they can tap into that energy too, right? So it's like, or the escapism, or the avoidance, right? Avoidance keeps coming up, right? So it's like, what are you avoiding that you have to deal with, right? Don't get so caught up here, right? Because PTSD would do that to you, especially if you're dealing with stuff that are complex, especially dealing with other people that are free to choose for themselves. Doesn't mean they're free of consequence, right? But your participation with them in your life, right, should come from a healthy space of a communion in whatever light, shape, or form you are having relations or sharing space, sacred space with others or another, right? It's being able to be without having to absorb, right, everything else, right, around you, and being able to properly navigate your own system consciously without getting pulled into everything around you because you're being reactive to the sensory stimulation that is here to exist too, right? Right. So it's like, if you have PTSD, or you come from a history of like, shit went down in my life, okay, I'm not so trusting anymore because I've been gullible. When I was gullible up until yesterday, right, I got screwed over. I got taken advantage of. I got lied to. I got betrayed. I got stabbed in the back. I got treated poorly. I wasn't heard. I wasn't seen. I wasn't validated. Oh, whatever it's gonna be. Like, it's gonna be, right? This PTSD. I was neglected. I was this, and it all stems from early childhood wounds, right? So now you're like 40s, right? And you're like, whoa, Charlie, I don't believe you. Stop it, right? Stop it. So like, I feel like Neptune comes out to say, hey, our imaginations too can play and plague, right? Our minds. And if things are going retrograde and certain kind of intensities are being magnified at this time, and you have certain kind of other energetic influences pricking and pushing and things, like if you think of Scorpionic influence that's happening now, or the Sagittarian one too, and how these energies are co-existing in these multidimensional layers of existence and influencing the environment, whether you're conscious of it or not, and then so many other factors that play into whatever your individual circumstance or story or experience is. And so all these things are going down, and you're just like, and then you've got mofos coming back in from out of town that haven't been around and who knows when, right? Knowing an old version of you, right? Trying to spit, talk, same 10 years ago shit, right? And you're like, so now those energies that you have once evolved from are now back in your energetic sphere of influence. So they're here to exist too, as they always have been, even though you've evolved from this kind of circumstance, feeling, experience, way of being, living, whatever, atmosphere, person, place, or thing, whatever it's going to be. And so it comes and it creates turbulence for you in some kind of way. For everybody's going to be different, right? I'm not going to go in that, take it as it resonates. There's people that come for different reasons, right? So Neptune shows up saying, yo, get your head right, get your heart right, get your mind right, get all this shit right, because your imagination could be getting the better of you due to your PTSD or your lack thereof healing, forgiveness, trust. So either way, we got intense energies all around. As a tree of life, right? Tree of life, solar plexus, right? Tree of life. There's a lot of things going down. Forgive their dumb ass behavior and move on or move out. Look at that. That's for somebody. So, right. So that's pretty much it too. Like, even with people that come in from, like, let's say a yester moon from, like, let's say 10 years ago, and let's say, you know, they don't know nothing about your spiritual journey or anything like that, right? And so you have had several freaking phoenix risings, you know, mass slaughters and evolutions and flatlines and all this kind of stuff or whatever, and you know, people return, and you know, you feel a sense of obligation or like sense of, you know, whatever the case may be, and so you see that, right? And you see that consciously, and you make your choice. You don't have to explain or anything like that, and you just make your moves and you just move on, right? But let's say forgive their dumbass behavior and move on or move out. This is in regards to someone that's in your current life now that you got PTSD from. Like, let's say, like, you know, just someone that wasn't a good friend, or a lover that cheated on you, or a sibling that you had a falling out with, or whatever. It's just someone that you have some kind of uncomfortable stuff to deal with, and you're trying to get through, and it's a challenge because it requires a certain sense of vulnerability and surrender that it's a little tainted at the moment in time because of whatever bad experience was experienced with that person, right? So in this instance, it's like either forgive the dumbass behavior for whatever it is they did, if this is the choice that you're making, or move on, right? Or move out, right? But like, it's making a choice, right? Something's being illuminated to be brought, right? Because full moon, lunar, right? The Earth's shadow is covering the moon. The moon's going to illuminate the solution for the Earth's shadow. So, right, your relationship will be influenced by children. Remember, adults are just outdated children. These are fucking oracles. Yes, what else? What advice, right? Let's see. What? Right? Oh. Fears of deception or lies might have to be discussed in a respectful way, okay? Example, I will leave your fucking ass if you cheat, lie, or deceive me. Hey, that's pretty clear, right? So it's, I forgive you, my dear. We're gonna move on from here. You hear? And understand that I am going to be sometimes triggered because I'm gonna have a little PTSD moment, right? I'm working through it with you, but I understand. I'm gonna let that go too because I'm gonna forgive, right? To forgive is to move the fuck on, right? Of anything, any kind of thing. I pulled these cards, and maybe somebody needs to hear these kind of messages because I was talking about evolution, but still, the evolution in a relationship, like no relationship is 100%, right? Some people say, "Oh, how did you guys last so long?" or whatever the case may be. Like, you know, you fall more in love with a person that you respect, right? And have gone through stuff with. You don't have to trauma bond either. I'm not talking about trauma bonding in an unhealthy way. I'm just saying, like, you could have weathered many a storms with someone, and at the end of it, that's your person. I got you, you got me, right? Because it's a choice you make. But it's a healing journey too, in the same way that you are healing, or you need to heal, or you would want to be forgiven for anything that you would have done or said, or, you know, hurt someone in any kind of way. Like, don't, just because someone betrays you or hurts you in a certain kind of level of extent that you're like, I'll never do that, don't mean that any kind of level of betray or deceit or lie that you have ever hurt someone with in your life may have not been to the degree or to what you could be receiving that you don't deserve. Nobody's saying any of that. But what I'm saying is, it's still in the same, and it doesn't matter what it is. It's like saying someone, like, I always use those things as an excuse, like when someone will compare and contrast a death and be like, well, that's just your cat dying, or my mother died. Both bring pain. How dare you compare and contrast? I don't give a fuck if it's my cat. Kind of stuff, right? So, like, there's no comparing lemons to oranges here in regards to anything that we have experienced, to whatever degree of experience we have experienced it. But what we are free to do is to choose how we want to move forward. And if you're moving forward in fear that it can happen again, then, my friend, that's what you create for yourself in energy. Regardless if that person does it to you, it'll be somebody else, or it'll be you to yourself. Because you're creating those energies to still continue to exist. So it's like, why stay stuck in a place that no longer is even here? It's only here because you keep talking about it. It's only here because it doesn't mean avoid and not heal from it and just avoid it and sweep it under the carpet. If it's coming up now, right, whatever it is, it's because you're not healed from it, and it wants you to heal from it and then put it away. Heal from it so you can put it away. So that when it comes up again, you're not reactive to it. That kind of thing. If that makes any motherfucking sense. Right. Your heart may be leading you astray. Use your thinking mind for this fucking issue, right? Whatever the issue is, right? Shut the fuck up. Action speaks louder than words. Taking positive action is the best way to find and grow true love. Taking positive action. What do you want to do? Why do you want to do it? Is it because you feel like you have to do it, or is this genuinely what you want? Is this what you see for yourself? Whatever it is. What do you want to do? How do you want to activate? What is it that you want to see? Stop thinking about something. Time to shut that fucking door forever. Okay? some kind of longing, or somebody's holding back. What are you holding back? Why are you holding back? Is it fear? Right? On your journey right now? Or some kind of seduction energy. Fear of intimacy, being hurt. The journey to love and acceptance. Self-love. Look at that shit. The journey of seduction to self-love and adoration and respect, self-respect and worth. Purge and release of all the things that do not serve our whole destiny. Right? Something's being cautioned here. What? Mental entrapment. Okay. Here we go. We have a destiny here that is abundant. But your word of caution about your thoughts and how they can enslave you and trap you. So those things can be coming up no matter who we are, where we are. Everybody has different levels, different devils. Right? Frustration. You might be getting frustrated. Right? Taking a step back. Right? Take a step back, because there is a hidden truth that will give you and grant you your freedom. Okay? So a hidden truth that wants to be revealed into you, but you need to take a step back. Okay? Alright? And not be so frustrated. Right? Be more self-loving and compassionate. Here we go into this stuff. Ooh, some kind of masculine. Skip. Because remember, different kind of people come here for different kind of reasons. I drew a lot of different kind of people in, and so I'm gonna have to timestamp this because there's different messages here. So that was for somebody, and it's for somebody, then it can intermingle. So some kind of divine masculine, some romance. Ooh, he's going through the dark night of the soul because he had a blind spot for somebody, right? That it's his destiny. Okay, so love letter. Maybe somebody's gonna receive some kind of love letter, some kind of message, some kind of climax. This summer, some kind of communication with your soulmate that brings a new pathway of forgiveness and healing. Now you know how I go. I know I can do this in love, right? So it's love, right? So some kind of forgiveness and healing is going on at this time in regards to romance and sex, right? Someone's holding back because they are wounded, but it's coming from your inner child. Wounds of abandonment, right? But you gotta make the effort, right? In a relationship that like twin flame energy, right? Storm ahead. Ooh. Shit needs to be released or addressed, right? Something needs to be released and addressed because it's divine timing. And this woman right here is guarded because of that. Stop being so guarded. It's annoying. You might be annoyed, but shit has to be purged and released, okay? And some self-love. Self-love is going to be key to everything, to this art of seduction, okay? On your journey. Okay? The love and romance journey. Self-love. Oh, what else? What messed this up? There's a cleanse that's leading to transformation. Excellent time to transform. Okay? Anything that no longer serves you. Because you got clarity. Now what do you do, right? Hidden truth revealed to you. You took a step back, and now you're here into your freedom, but there's something frustrating. Maybe some kind of regret. Gifts, longing, and balance, alright? There's a moment of self-reflection, but you got some shadow work that's still being done, okay? This is like a final move, okay? Alright, so this is here for balance and your reflection, and you might be receiving some gifts, take them, be open to receive, okay? This longing in your heart, you want it to be protected. You're protected, okay? So this divine feminine energy is worried about something, about this connection, or some kind of connection. And I feel protected, okay? Somebody regrets something, and it's frustrating because it might be what they created for themselves, you know what I mean? But there's that longing in your heart, like, you know, this is the final move, maybe some kind of date, okay? But you gotta walk away from something, walking away. Maybe walking away from the magnetic connection to get a sense of self-love, right? Right? Walking away to see what it feels like to not have it, like to really walk away, or, you know, right? To bring that harmony. Look at it, because there's harmony here. Spring. Aren't we in spring now? Whatever. Oh, look at an engagement. Sacred connections. Yeah. Oh, marriage. My rings, right? Marriage. And maybe it's after separation, right? After separation, I said, look, reunion. So, yeah. So, but don't get caught up into this mental entrapment, right? So, you got these energies here for reunion. Okay. Right? But it's coming from your self-love. And the things you're purging, you're releasing. Alrighty. It's my daughter's birthday. I have a 20-year-old, guys. And we have a day full of things to do. So I'm gonna upload this. I hope that this was helpful to you and entertaining for you. It's entertainment for your entertainment. I am Enchantress Devourer. That's me. Thank you for tuning in with me. If you like, if you don't like, don't like. Comment, share, subscribe. Let me know how it resonates with you. If you want a timestamp, feel free to. I'll get to it eventually. Let me know which cards you liked, which message was for you, so that I can keep tapping in and pull more for you. Because I'm gonna be going back into doing. Talking about the videos that I used to do before, and I'm being asked to watch some back or whatever. I've come a long way, right? And I used to do a lot of different tarot, even soap opera tarot. I think that was from like 2 years ago. I don't know, but they're all there, so there might be messages in there for you too. If you feel drawn to go check out any of the old messages, I have loads of videos in my library on YouTube for you to check out. Just check out the titles. Some of them don't have titles because I'd be busy. Look at me. Whatever. Either way, thank you so much. I look forward to tapping back in my online friends. Either way, have a great one.